Hi, my name is AJ Tiwari. In my last video, I showed you how we can file income tax related to delivery income and expenses. Today, I want to do a video on tax filing, specifically targeting international students here in Canada. For the purpose of tax filing, I will include T4 from the employment income and T202202 tuition receipt from the college and our university. With that being said, let's get started and file the income tax. Alright guys, let's begin to file income tax using T4 and T202202 tuition receipt form. We basically go to the same website. Well, simple. I just click on it, login into it. If you haven't created an account, just create it before logging into it. uh, put your email address and password over here. That's my email address. So so on the main navigation menu, just click tax and select this left option to file your own income tax. This is the profile creation section. So just create the name of the create a profile for whom you are going to file an income tax. Let's say we are going to file the income tax for the person name Binish Rokaya. So this is the application form, and the menus or the list of items on the left side indicates the component of this application form that we are going to fill and submit at the end. So here are a couple of things that are quite a bit similar to the one that we did last time, when we file income tax for delivery related income and expenses. About you, to fill personal information. So they are all similar, no matter what. So the introduction part remains the same regardless of the documents we are using to file income tax, which means I will spend less time on these three components, and once I get to manage tax forms, I will go in more detail. Let's begin with the introduction part. First name Benis, middle name no middle name, uh, Benis Rokaya, social insurance number. Uh, let's say Benis has social insurance number of 99788967665. It basically consists of 9 digit. Date of birth, let's imagine Binish was born in 1995 June 7. Let's say Binish has a email of binish123 at gmail.com. Preferred language will be English. in which province Benis lived. Imagine Benis lived in Ontario province on this date. Is this written for a deceased person? No. I already mentioned about autofill options. By using this feature, you can actually automatically pull tax all of your tax related informations automatically to this application form. By that, what I mean is that any documents that have been created and linked to your social insurance number will automatically show up here when you use import when you use these autofill options, which actually makes the process quite simple, or eliminate to manually input your application, your T4 or any other kind of documents. So if you have your net file access code from your previous notice of assessment, just put the access code. If you are filing it, if you are filing income tax for the first time, then just leave it blank. Mailing address. Let's come to the mailing address. Let's say Benish Estate in street number 31. Street name, let's say he lived in a street called Baycrest, City, Toronto, province, Ontario. Postal code would be M6A139. Do you have a Canadian, non-Canadian mailing address? No. So let's put the cell phone over here on home telephone number brackets. Just put 437. Let's say his number is 98679267. Sorry, 98679267. Okay, just come with 10 in total. um about where you are Canadian resident. Let's imagine he was Canadian resident for the whole year 2020-24. About your province, is your home address same? Let's say his home address same as the mailing address, as his mailing address. In which province or territory do you live currently? Let's imagine he lives in the same province. Marital status, let's imagine he is single and never married before. uh, did your let's imagine his marital status hasn't changed. Do you have any dependents? Let's say he doesn't have any dependents. Are you filing income tax? Let's imagine he is filing income tax for the first time. Are you a Canadian resident citizen? He hasn't become Canadian citizen yet. Let's say, are you no property and things you may have invested in? Let's say he hasn't invested any. He doesn't owe and hasn't invested any property more than a, Canadian dollar of 100,000 in 2024. Did you dispose? Let's say he hasn't disposed any of his principal residence and he hasn't flipped a property too. And also he has an open FHSA account in 2024. So where he also wasn't confined to a prison. So do you live outside of CMA, since Toronto comes within the CMA? So we will select no. If you are the one who lives outside of CMA, so you can choose as options for that. Make sure you have enough information about which region falls under CMA and which doesn't. Do you consent to share your contact information? No. For so let's apply for Ontario Trillium benefit. We choose as here. Do you want to sign up for? Yes, sign me up. I agree. So that he would get notice of assessment in his email address. Let's put the same email address as we put before, Benis 123 at gmail.com. Benis123 at gmail.com. So we come to the main section of our application form. So manage tax form. So this section is the main part of the entire application form. What we do is we type T4 in this search bar. T4 T4. Once you type T4, it will yeah, this title will appear at the very first. Just click on it and you will get a T4 brackets or the document. So let me spend some time on what T4 actually is. With I have here a copy of T4. So basically, T4 is a document that summarizes all the payments made by your employee to you throughout the entire year. It may include your employment income, your taxable income, your income tax deducted at source, or your CPP or Quebec pension plan if you are living in Quebec. It may include your employment insurance. Or any kind of payments or contributions that is related to your employment. Normally, employer prepares a T4 by the end of February next year, and they will send one copy of T4 electronically to CRA and one copy of T4 to you. So once you have your T4 in your hand, your job is just to transfer all the digits or all the brackets, all the numbers in the brackets to this application form. Let's go back to the application form. Since today's video is more concern more focused to international students, we are not going to use all the brackets, only the common and relevant brackets will be used for today. So basically this is the bracket where you have to put your employer's name. So when you have your T4, you can see at the very left top corner, so there is a name of the employer. Let's say Benis work for El Rancho. That's the company he worked for. And so I have here a copy of T4 and the few important brackets. The first bracket is this bracket 10. So this is the province to choose. I mean the province where you work throughout the year, just or where your workplace is. Just choose the province over here. That's the bracket 10. Bracket 14. Bracket 14. This includes your employment income, whatever income you have generated from this company. Just mention the figure on this bracket. In this bracket. For instance, let's say Bean is made an employment uh, income, suppose 30,000, 3 from this company throughout the year. And the bracket 16 involves Canada pension plan. Let's say he has contributed, the employer has contributed 670 for Canada pension plan in favor of him throughout the year. And for Brad, then another important bracket is this 18. So it involves employees EI premium, or employees employment insurance premium. So it could be like mm, 450 or something else, whatever. What digit do you have in your T4? Just mention it. Just transfer the exact figure. And another important bracket is bracket 22. That's the bracket 22 involves income tax deducted at source. So this bracket is very significant to determine how much of refund you are going to get next year. So if your employer has deducted uh, income tax from your regular paychecks, then you will definitely have some figure in bracket 2022. Let's say for 30,000, maybe the employer has contributed, has deducted tax amount of 3,000 throughout the year. So once I put this figure, the amount in the refund change automatically. So basically, like the refund is highly dependent on this figure. So the another important brackets in the T4 is bracket 24. Bracket 24 includes EI insurable earnings. So normally this figure is same as the figure in bracket 40, which means EI insurable earnings is same in most of the cases, is same as your employment income. But if it is different, just put whatever digit you have on your T4. In this case, let's put 30,000. And another bracket 26 is CPP or QPP, pensionable earnings. This bracket figure is also same as bracket 14 figure in most of the cases. So 30,000. So if the figure is different, just mention what is on your T4. And another thing, another point I need to say over here is 28. So if you have taken any exemptions from these contributions, just put a tick mark. If you haven't, then leave it blank. So these are the important and commonly used bracket on our T4 form. If you have any other brackets on your T4, just transfer the digit in this on these brackets. And also, if you have work in multiple place, and if you have I know if you have a multiple T4 from multiple employees, do the same, do add the another T4 form and fill in the T4 as like the one we just did. So this is all about T4, and I wanna add T202202 tuition credit form. So before I move to T202202 tuition credit tuition receipt form, I just wanna show you the picture of tuition credit, how it actually looks like. So this is a sample of tuition and in tuition credit or tuition and enrollment certificate. It includes the major elements, like name of the name and address of the educational institution, name of the program, your name, your address, and everything, like the number of month in part-time, the number of month in full-time, so how was your program, and how much amount did you pay in total for your program, and everything else. Okay, let's move back to the application form. So let's add another document, that's a T202202 tuition receipt or a credit. Just type T202202 in the search bar, 202202, and you will see this option. So once you click on it, so there are a couple of things to fill in, where you post-secondary student in 2024. If you were, just click as, if you weren't, just choose no. And so T20 type of slip, if you have some different name slip from your university or college, just choose. So normally international students who are inside Canada, they would have T202202, but if you are taking trade or any other course, or if you are staying out of Canada and you are pursuing Canadian degree, then you would have different titles, but the information is all same. So so now let's fill in the name of the program. So it could be like Binis took a program called, let's say, Bachelor of Commerce, and tuition fee, let's say he paid uh, 15,000, let's say 15,000, yeah, 15,000 for the whole year 2024. And if your program is in part-time or full-time, just mention the number of month that were in part-time or full-time. Let's say his program was in full-time and consists of 8 months. I would like to add something on this tuition fee. So the tuition fee, how it works is that whatever amount you have paid for your university can be used to reduce the amount of the tax you owe to CRA, or your tax payable amount. By that, what I mean is, it is a kind of non-refundable tax credit. So if you can use this credit to reduce your tax payable amount to zero, but you will not receive any money in your bank account. So that's how a non-refundable tax credit works. And So the total amount any person can used for the particular year they pay tuition fee would be the 15% of their tuition fee, and the rest amount would be carried forward to the following years, where they can uh, use credit to reduce their tax payment. So, do you have a disability or impairment that prevents you from enrolling on a full-time basis? If you had disability, just mention it. If you didn't have, then no. Earlier years, were you a post-secondary student in an earlier year, depending upon your situations, choose either yes or no. Canada training credit. So that's the another benefit, like any students who paid for their in for their tuitions can have. So this is different than a tuition credit. It's like or refundable tax credit. It not only reduces your tax payable to zero, but also it any access in credit can be refundable, or you can have excess amount in your bank account. This benefit was introduced in 2020. Each year after from 2020, government has allocated $250 for Canada training credit benefit. So since we are paying for 2020-24, we could have 5 different years of maximum credit we can take at this time, which means we can have like Canada training credit from 2020 to 2024. That's like 250 per year times 5, that is equal to 1250. So that's the maximum credit like Venus can take in this case. Could be different in your case. And The last section is so this is important things to consider, to note: tuition transfer and carried forward. So here, like is for the digit that I entered, the system has evaluated and calculated that I can still use $2008 in unused federal tuition amount in the next year. And Also, like there is a provision that you can use uh, maximum of 5,000 tuition credit in to transfer to your closest one, could be partner or your parents. In the same fiscal year where you paid a tuition fee. So this is all about T202202. And okay, so we almost come to the end, but before that, let's see if we have missed some items to fill in. Could be like okay, so I have missed this Ontario Trillium benefit that I already covered this in my previous video also. I will just fill in here. Normally we apply for both of the credits. Amount total rent, let's say he paid 6,000 rent for his principal. Total property tax, no property tax, would you like to receive no declarations? Let's say Venice stayed in the home name address 31 B Christ Avenue and postal code M6 A1V9. He stayed for full months, full year, and he paid 20, let's say 10,000 total. So let's come all the way to the end and let's click review and optimize if we have missed anything. Okay, these are the like recommendations from the system. So net file now accept 2017 to 2024 returns if you need to submit any. So it all depends upon you, depending upon your case. Just I choose as or no. In my case, let's say Benis hadn't any earnings prior to 2024, so I wouldn't choose anything here. So just check those warnings before you actually proceed further or before you submit. And this is the breakdown of today's tax application. So as for the digit I filled, Benis will have a refund of 3,950. It's basically because mm, Benis employment income was uh, with I mean withhold or the part of his income was deducted at source, and also he had a lot of tuition credit. That's why he has now a refund of this amount. GST, HST credit, carbon benefit, Ontario Trillium benefit, and another title, Ontario Trillium benefit. So they are the breakdown of the today's tax application form. So Benis will receive these benefits from these tax applications. If So before you submit your tax return, make sure you don't forget you haven't forgot to take a copy of your tax application form. Just either you can take yeah, so this, by clicking the save button, I am able to download the copy of tax application. So this is a copy of today's tax application, Binis Rokaya 24 tax return. So so all the details are over here, and make sure you keep a copy securely. And if in case CRA inquires, don't forget to provide supplement document to CRA. So since this is just a sample, I'm not going to submit this application form. I have covered all the elements of T4, mostly most common elements of T4 and tuition credit for today. And I hope with this you are able to uh, complete your application form on your own. Alright, now I hope you are able to file your income tax by yourself. Today I have covered the T4 and T2202 form of the tax application, specifically targeting international students here in Canada. If you have any queries related to the content of my video, please let me know in the comment section. With this, I want to wrap up this video tutorial here, and I also look forward to seeing you in the next video. Till then, see you and have a wonderful time.